Good morning, everybody. Happy Weather Extra and happy Saturday to everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. 8:30, just about the time. And I said the fog would burn off fast this morning. So the Madison 565 camera looks good. Warm and humid to start the day. We'll track a few isolated storms this afternoon. Coverage probably a bit more limited than Thursday and Friday. Not everybody had rain Thursday and Friday, but if you didn't, you even have less of a chance today. So I said, game on for outdoor activities this afternoon. Just keep mindful of the rainfall and the thunderstorm chance in the afternoon because there'll be some lightning, some heavy rain. But otherwise, just keep on going on summer-wise. It's all it is, summer pattern. I know, it's so lame, right? So lame. Warm, humid, pop a few storms in the afternoon, rinse and repeat the next day. And that's what we do here in the Tennessee Valley, where it's 76 degrees in Madison right now. I couldn't see the rocket with some fog when I was on air, but I can see it now, which is good. Some of the most dense fog this morning was actually in DeKalb County. And my friend Russ works at the radio station in Albuquerque. He said he took his bike and drove from Boaz to Albertville, and it was pretty nice, but said that there was a little fog developing when he was talking to me. So that has burned off for the most part, and now we just warm things up. We're almost at 80 degrees already, and it's not even 9 o'clock. The radar, there were a few little blips on the radar south of Gadsden just moments ago. Aniana may have had a shower, but for the most part, we're dry right now. But when it comes to rainfall, we talked about this and how it can be so unevenly distributed, and Northwest Alabama Regional Airport, and I kid you not, in the Shoals, has had over 6 inches of rain in July. 6 inches, 6.13. That's at the airport. Pryor Field in Decatur, which is actually more north of actual downtown Decatur, has had less than 1 inch, but 0.98 usually for July, not bad. And the Huntsville Airport's crazy. It's had 0.30, and we all know where the Huntsville Airport is, Huntsville International. I live on the northwest side of Huntsville, and I've had 1.75 at my house, which is about 6 times more than the airport's had in both our Huntsville addresses. So it gives you an idea of how widespread the rainfall can be, and the totals, and the heavy rainfall can hit one location and not the other. And there's been times when there's been downpours in and around the Huntsville International Airport, and maybe the airport didn't have a direct hit with rainfall this month. But it's crazy the difference that we can have with rainfall totals in the summertime. And this happens every summer. It just doesn't happen here. It happens throughout much of the U.S. I mean, obviously, I've talked about this before. Your heart aches when you see what's happened in Texas with the flash flooding. That's an example of way too much rain too fast. But there are other parts of Texas that haven't had any rain the entire month, and that's a big extreme because Texas is a big state. But take that down to a more localized rainfall. And I mean, at one point until yesterday, parts of Florence hadn't had much rainfall, and the airport's not far away, right? So it's just kind of crazy how that works out for sure. Very localized stuff. Hi, Vacation Valley. She says good morning to me and everyone. I'm listening but not typing, hitting the road now. Lots to do today. Everyone have an awesome day. Yeah, Vacation Valerie is actually stopping by the station today. She's a gift from moi. I'm excited to see what it is. I kind of know it's coffee already, but it's good. All right, hour by hour forecast. Starts you off at 9 a.m. That gray colored cloud cover there that you see is actually what the model thinks is fog that's burning off. There's your sunshine through noon. Temperatures warming up quick. I think this model even doesn't do justice. I think it's going to be even hotter than that. And then by 2 o'clock, you see a few isolated storms. Don't take the forecast model graphic per se, like that one storm by Huntsville is going to hit me. They're going to pop up like this. And I'm showing you this more for the timeline than the actual location of where the storms are going to be. But I don't think that this coverage will expand after 2 o'clock like it did Thursday and Friday. I think it stays isolated, and whatever does pop by the evening is pretty much out of here. And therefore, just a dry night, just some patchy fog will redevelop. So if you're on your way to church services on Sunday morning, probably be a little bit of fog you have to deal with. Temperatures will be warm. It will be really humid. The icky stickies in full force. Dew point temperatures way above 70. And then on Sunday, we have a 40% chance. It's a little bit more coverage than what's going to happen today. Remember, The percent is not a yes or no. The percent is the percent of like the area that gets rainfall. Will there be storms? Yes. 30% of the area will have a storm. If that makes any sense. So tomorrow, maybe a slightly higher chance of rain in the afternoon. It'd be all these are afternoon events. So Sunday, Monday, mornings are dry. Tuesday, not as much rain in the forecast. It's like a break before Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. More rain move back in. And that rainfall could be heavy at times. A lot of lightning, gusty winds at any time you have a storm. Unfortunately, the Trash Pandas are back home next Friday. That's Tennessee Titans night. I already have awesome tickets. I'm going down the right field line, sitting in the first row. I can't wait. And, of course, there's rain in the forecast. Wah, wah. And the chance of showers and storms looks like it will continue into next weekend as well. Keep in mind, a lot of times with these storms or forecasts with storms, each and every day is not going to be a soaker. Each and every day is not going to have rain from start to finish. A lot of times when we get closer to the actual day, we can actually fine-tune the forecast, add a little, subtract a little, and then zero in on the time frame a little bit closer to. But generic, 10 days so generic. But like, for instance, when I worked Wednesday, I was off Thursday and Friday, we talked about this weekend having a chance of storms, and I think Brad actually lowered the percent down for Saturday last night. So as you get closer to the day, you can fine-tune things. It's not so much like changing the entire forecast. It's just fine-tuning it, like a little less here, a little more there, timing it out. I mean, the timing is what comes down to everything. How many of you asked me on like a Thursday, you send me a message, hey, I'm trying to play a round of 18 Saturday morning. Do I have to worry about anything? I said, you probably might have to worry about a fog delay for some of the area, but other than that, if you can get the round in, start early, get done before storms come in the afternoon, you should be good to go. And even in the afternoon, not everyone's going to have a storm. So, okay. Hi, Linda. Good morning to you, Linda. Thank you for saying hi. Mike's on. Mike General's on this morning. Good morning to you, my friend. Happy Saturday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Summer weekend. I say this all the time. If it's too hot and too humid for you, pack it up and stay inside with an AC. Go to a movie. Have some popcorn. Watch the movie inside. Are there any good movies out right now? Are there any good movies?
F1.
Which one?
F1.
F1. Brad Pitt, right? That's entertaining. Brad Pitt has been in like any kind of movie you can think of, right? What else? There's got to be some other good ones. But anyway, something to do. I love going down to Bridge Street. I hang out there all the time. There's a movie theater right there. Check it out. Hi, Beverly. Good to see you, Beverly Stein. Good morning to you with an exclamation point. I like that. Deborah Dawson with an exclamation point. Good morning. I like it. Good. Everybody's excited about the weekend. Hey, Dio from PC. What is in the house? She's like, good morning, Jeff. Phil Campbell in the house. Dio from PC rocking it like she always does in the morning. Donna, good to see you on. Overall, I see 21 eyeballs, so that's good. But you can just ask me, what do you think? Have you had enough rain this month? Where are we at now in the month? July 12th, so we're almost halfway through the month. And we have parts of the area that have had over 6 inches of rain. We have some areas that have had 2 or 3. We have some areas that have had less than 1 inch of rain. What say you? Have you had enough rain? Are you done with it? Do you want more? Do you feel like it's not enough? Are you thinking that we need more because you want to make sure you have enough in August too? My garden is drenched. My backyard is wet. I need a break. That's me. But I know that if I say I don't want rainfall, people are going to be like, you know in August it doesn't rain. Might not, but I'll take that risk right now. Because I know that I have to go home today and mow, and my grass is growing like crazy right now. Like I just mowed like 5 days ago. And I got to mow again this morning because the grass is growing so high because I keep getting rain every time. Every time we have rain in the forecast, I get a shower or storm at my house because my poor dog Rubble has been on medicine for like 7 days in a row. And poor dog, every time there's a rumble of thunder, he like freaks out. And yesterday there was some big boomers near the house. And he was not a happy camper. But that's what it is, being a dog in summertime. That's what happens. Mike says, spending it in the pool. Ooh, that sounds nice. I'm a little jealous, actually. I think it's a great pool day. I mean, I always say like sometimes people will come on and be like, watch out for the storms in the afternoon. Well, I mean, if you're going to be in a pool, most people do that anyway. I mean, a pool day. I haven't had a pool day in ages. Like I miss pools. I miss the beach. I really miss the beach. But a pool day, what a great day. Sit out there on the floaty, float more, float again, come out of the pool, take a dip. I don't know. Don't get sunburned. Dave says, I love to mow. Bring on the rain. I mow at least 2 times a week, right? Oh, I love mowing too, Dave. I don't know if I should read that sarcastically or not, but I know Dave and I always give each other a hard time about the mowing, but I'm gonna sneak in a mow between 9 and 11. I got someplace to be. I got to be in Athens at noon today. So, I'm okay. I'm glad I have not had to water the garden once so far this spring or summer. And that's because every time it remotely gets dry, it hasn't even gotten dry yet. My garden has been wet since like day 1 of spring. So what's happened is I haven't had to break out the hose except for a couple of little petunias in the back. That's about it. But boy, that grass grows literally like a weed. My whole yard is weeds anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Vacation Valley, the hostess with the mostest, saying hello to everybody. And now I'm in your car. That's scary. Jeff will travel. Donna says, I've had enough rain. Turn it off. That's one person saying she doesn't want any more rain. Dave says, I was kidding. I'm over the mowing. I know, Dave. I knew you. Got you, buddy. We both hate mowing. We complain about it all the time. But yeah, I kind of figured it. But I love the rain, so it keeps making the grass grow really high. But I guess it's better than crunchy, but I don't know. I don't even know if my lawnmower is going to get through it today. Like I literally feel like I looked at it yesterday and I was like, okay, I can get by until Sunday. And then I looked at it this morning when I got up at like 3 in the morning. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get a citation if I don't mow this morning. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to mow. I'm going to do it. Oh, Mike, I appreciate the invite, my friend. And one day I may just take you up on that. I cannot today, though. I have prior engagements. But I'm telling you, there's more pool days to come. And don't think Jeff Desnoyers won't come down there and jump in the pool if you ask me to. Many of you know somebody will be like, hey, I'm going to get pizza now. Where are you going to go? And they tell me, and I show up there because I want to eat pizza. And then I say, hi. And they're like, what are you doing here? Well, you told me you were coming here for pizza. Tyler says, a good day to smoke some ribs. I can smell them already. That sounds delish. A little coleslaw, right? Potato salad. I know. What else do you put on ribs? Baked beans. Should I keep going, everybody? What else do you want to put on there? I don't know. Caramelized onions. Can you do that too? I've had ribs with caramelized onions. They're really good. I don't know. All I know is that sounds awesome, Tyler, and have an awesome day doing that, my friend. You and Eric Burke would get along very well. He's very good at that man works the smoker like I've never seen anybody work the smoker. And whenever he cooks for the station with like all the like different events we have, awesome. Especially when he does chili. It's really good. Vanessa says, outdoor birthday party for a 2-year-old in Hatton at 2. Fingers crossed, Vanessa. Fingers crossed. That's all you can really do. I hope it stays dry for you. I really think the coverage will be a lot less today than it was Thursday and Friday. So forecast models were not very aggressive when I showed them this morning on air. Brad had kind of dropped the percent just a little bit for today too. So yeah, I mean, I hope it goes well. First off, it's going to be a great birthday for the 2-year-old anyway, but hopefully dry. Stan Barbie, what's up, my friend? Good morning, Jeff Desnoyers. I have 0.90 inches for July 2025. I had a bad front wheel on my mower. John Deere wants me to get a wheel and tire. Tractor Supply Hartselle had one, but it's thinner, and I have to wash it up to work. Washer it up. I got you. So 0.90 in Hartselle, which makes sense because I showed the Decatur prior field at 0.98 or something like that. So looks like the vicinity there. I saw a report, a friend of mine that lives in Hartselle has a rain gauge, and he's had 1.1. So you're all in the ballpark, but, you know, and that's about what you expect this time of year is one area has just too much rain. They get the big old gully washer every day. That's an actual word, by the way. And some areas get a little bit, and some areas just seem like they miss out over and over. And then there's some areas that people think they miss out over and over, but they really had rain, but they just didn't have enough that they thought they were going to have. So it's that time of year, too, where it's so hard to forecast like every storm that hits. But if you want it to be dry, I hope it stays that way for you. If you want a little rain, hopefully it'll work out for you. I appreciate the invite, my friend Mike. And I'm telling you, I'll never just surprise visit, I promise, because I don't know exactly where it is, but I'm all about the pool thing. I have not had a pool time in a long time. Last time I had a beach time was like 2.5 years ago. I want a day at the beach. I'm going to try very hard to get down south. I don't care if it's in Alabama, Panama City, anywhere near the beach. I just want to be down there. I need a beach day. I got to have one soon. I'm going to go insane with that one. I need to smell salt water, and I need to have sand on my toes at some point soon. We'll see what happens. Maybe in August. Maybe in August we'll do that. That would be good. All right. 8:44 is the magical time. I am going to go backwards on the graphics really quick. Just bear with me. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That fog is just about out of here now on that 9 a.m. Come on, graphic. I know you want to turn. I wanted to go back to something. It's not what I wanted to. I didn't want to emphasize the rain totals again. I really didn't. I wanted to go back and look at the group. I wanted to go back and look at this. Madison. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to make sure the fog completely had burned off. It looks like it has. I'm going to pull this up because I can't see because I'm blind. Yeah, that looks good. It was weird. I came into work this morning and I figured it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Like when you go out to your car or vehicle and it's all like damp and your windshield and everything's all fogged up. You got to roll down the windows just to see out the window so you don't hit anybody when you're driving. And I was really surprised I didn't have any fog at my house this morning. I had rain, a lot of rain yesterday. I was shocked I didn't have any fog. And then I got to work and I figured some other areas would have fog. And I checked the graphic and no, not much. And then all of a sudden about 6 o'clock, it was like the fog switch turned on. Gunnersville, tons of it. And then even in the Madison camera, I could see it. And even in some of the Huntsville cameras, I could see it like over by the Parkway when I lifted up the camera. So I'm glad to see the fog burned off pretty fast, though. I expected that, so it's good. Stan Barber, you have a great day as well. Mike says, I can add a sandbox for you. That's awesome. I said I wanted to feel the sand on my toes. That is awesome. That's very cool, Mike. I appreciate that. That's good stuff right there. I'm going to bust a move, get out of here. Weather extra. I think Eric Burke is in tonight. Eric Burke is in tonight. Jeff Desnoyers will be back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow at 5 a.m. Probably track some more fog. Eric will have an update on the forecast for not only today, tracking storms, but also what you can expect for Sunday. And then I do believe Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis is in Sunday night. And that covers the weekend, and we got it all going on for you. Keeping an eye on the storm chances. I'm really hoping that we might be able to. I showed you the 10-day where Tuesday kind of backs off on the rain a little bit. It'd be really great if we could back off on the rain on maybe Wednesday too. A couple of the models have like a break from like Tuesday morning to like Wednesday afternoon, but then rain coming in late Wednesday night into Thursday. But we'll keep an eye on it for you, and we'll fine-tune the timing of it all as we get closer to those days. And for now, just have a good day. Enjoy a little time outside. If it's hot and humid for you, limit your time outside. But most areas should have a good chunk of the day be dry. And have a good day, everybody. We'll talk soon.